Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial on a new opportunity to come and work with the EU institutions. This time we are looking to select specialists in fields which are very high on the EU agenda, even the global agenda, and these are the fields of energy, climate and environment. As usual, we have published on our website this infographic which gives you an overview, a quick overview of the different steps or stages in this competition, and today we will look a bit into detail and explain these different steps one after the other. As said, we have three fields: energy, climate and environment, and you see the number of successful candidates indicated here. So in total we're looking to select 155 successful candidates, and candidates can only apply for one field, so they have to choose one of these three available opportunities. The eligibility criteria for an AD6 competition, because these are AD6 level competitions, are that you need either a relevant master degree, meaning 4 years of university studies, plus 3 years of relevant experience, or a bachelor degree, which means 3 years of university studies, plus 4 years of professional experience. Now, if I say relevant experience and relevant degree, this relevance is detailedly explained in the notice of competition, the legal document explaining the whole procedure and giving everything or giving all the details very clearly. Now, to give you some examples of which fields of study and which experience is accepted, I'll give you some ideas here. So for the field of energy, degrees in different fields of sciences, also in finance and law, are accepted, and the experience should be in either, for instance, energy transition, energy supply, energy demand, these fields. For the competition on climate, again, degrees in sciences, also in economics and engineering are accepted, and experience should be, for instance, in fields like mitigation of greenhouse gas, climate change mitigation, low carbon technology, these fields. And then for environment, again, sciences as a diploma, also law and economics are welcome to apply, and the experience could be in, for instance, sustainable economy, in biodiversity, in ecosystem protection, for instance. Then there's also a language criterion. You always need 2 EU languages, one of which must be English, and one of both languages should be at least at level C1 and the other at least at level B2. The selection procedure follows the normal path, so to say, so everything starts with an application online. The first stage is what we call a talent screener, I will explain in a minute, and then the second stage is an assessment center where candidates sit a number of tests. The successful candidates will then be recruited mainly by the Commission this time in the Directorate Generals dealing with energy, climate and environment. So the first stage is, of course, or the first step to take is the application. Therefore, you need an EPSO account. If you already have one, you use that one. You do not create a new account. If you do not have one yet, you can easily create one on our website. Then you have to apply, of course. You'll find the link to apply on the homepage of our website. And you can fill your application in any of the 24 official EU languages. The talent screener part must be filled in English. The talent screener is a set of questions to assess your qualifications and experience. I'll come back to that in a minute. And only that part must be filled out in English. You have to validate your application the latest on the 22nd of November, noon Brussels time. So until then, during the whole application period, you can go in and out of your application and save your entries, but you have to validate by the closing date. Everybody who applies will then go through this talent screener stage. So you don't have to do anything more at this stage. You have filled out this part. Basically, this is a set of between 6 and 8 questions, depending on the field you have chosen, via which the selection board will assess your qualifications and experience in the field. And the best ranked will then go through to the next stage, which is an assessment center. And in this assessment center, we will test a set of skills and competencies. The first test to take is a test where we assess your reasoning skills. We test your verbal, numerical and abstract reasoning skills. And you should take this test in the other language than English. So not English, but your other chosen language. You see the number of questions mentioned here, also the duration of the tests, the marking. Overall, you should obtain at least 20 out of 40 combined for these 3 reasoning skills tests. At the bottom of this slide, you see a link to our website where you can find sample tests. So I really advise you to prepare this, to train this. In this way, you get to know the level of difficulty of these questions. And also important, you should be able to solve these questions under time pressure, because there is a time factor involved in these tests. And by training this through our website, for instance, you get to know how this works and how good you are. And if need be, you can prepare more and rehearse this a bit. We have sample tests available in all languages, so you can really pick your language and train this. The second test to take will assess a set of general competencies. We have 8 competencies to be tested, and we do this through 2 tests. You will sit a case study, which is a written exercise, and through this case study we will test 4 competencies. You see them here. And then you will also sit an interview, which is a situational competency-based interview, basically meaning that we put you in a work-related situation and we want to see how you react given the situation. Through this interview we will test the 4 other competencies. You will sit this test in English, okay? You see the marking mentioned, and the pass mark, again, you need a combined pass mark of 40 out of 80. After having tested the general competencies, of course, we also test the field-related competencies, your knowledge in the field of the competition. And we do this through an interview marked on 100 points, so of course quite important, quite clearly. And you need at least 50 out of 100 to pass. The best ranked candidates will end up on the list of successful candidates. You see again the number of people we're looking for here. And these are the people that then will be recruited by the different services in the Commission in the months to come after publication of this list. This is what I wanted to share with you. If you want to have the full detail, you should of course read the Notice of Competition, which is this big legal document giving you all the information on the job description, on what you need to know and do on the different stages of the competition. Gives you all the information very detailedly, so please do read it. If you do have more questions for us, you can reach out to us through the website. We have a contact form available there, and you can reach out to us and we will reply to each question you have about this competition. You can also follow us on social media to stay updated on upcoming opportunities. For now, I wish you all the luck with the application and the testing in this competition, and maybe you will join us someday in the future in the EU institutions. Bye-bye.